Alright, so we're going to go through and we are going to attempt to do the Sack of Ancient Dust. And honestly, I have no idea how it's going to go. I feel like it'll probably go pretty badly, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and record. Now, there are a couple of things that I'm going to do right off the bat. One is I'm going to make sure that I unequip me Yet and Bone Necklace. Now, the reason why is because you actually get a 10% vulnerability to slashing, to piercing rather, which they're going to do with their swords. So yeah. Again, for the record, we have basically a nothing. Waistband of the Green, rank 6, helmet, Wellkeeper, Windwalkers, and then 1 ring of greater, 1 ring of lesser, which we're actually going to go through and fix right now. Then in here are stats. Here's what I have so far, and I actually have one more that's not shown here. And again, that is the Ancient Stone Shard. So there's that. So we're actually going to go through and we're going to go back to the Room of 7 Doors North. And the reason why is because we're going to go through and we're going to pick up another Greater Ring of Regen, which I believe should be back by now. It's been at least an hour since I've gone through and done this one. Right, and we are going to go through and we're going to use a potion of Invis because, you know what, you're supposed to be level 12 and have immunity to death magic before you try to go into this area, which I have neither, so yeah. And then just like before when we went through and did this quest earlier, we are going to go through and we are going to get the Eastern loot cache. You can tell as these videos go on and on that I'm doing them all in rapid succession, and that I'm doing them, and that as I'm doing them, it is getting later and later and later. So you're going to want to go through. You're going to want to get the North Portal. You're going to want to go across the bridge here. Now, I recommend that you go through and you don't just walk up to the chest. I recommend that you click. That way your character has some time to walk over to it, and you have some time to get your mouse over to the side to start looting. And what we're here for is, again, the other Greater Ring of Regen, and then hopefully get the Potion of Invis. Grab. Perfect. Let me grab stuff. And perfect. And this is why we want the Marvel's Helm, because it means that we can go through and we can get all of this stuff and not have to wait to be feared, or wait for the fear to wear off, because they are going to cast fear circles and it's going to be what it is. But since we have Marvel's Helm, and Marvel's Helm has the immunity to mind affecting spells, here we go, just odd. We can go through and just grab that stuff and walk away none the way, and they'll be none the wiser, right? And then because I'm going to be smart this time, I'm just going to go and use my portal rune, because, you know, they can't follow me. So yeah, there's that. Okay, now we're going to go through, and we're going to go through Gatal B, and we're going to go out to the last door. Now this is the bit where I said, I don't know if this is going to work, and I genuinely don't know if this is going to work, because it's been a while since I've tried to do it at this low of a level. Now technically that was the only thing that I needed. The only two things that I really wanted were the foul tasting potion of Invis, just in case I needed a second, and then that ring, because an extra 3 HP regen per round is it's nice. I mean, why not, right? And then we're gonna go through and do this. I'm gonna hope that I can go through and pick the lock. And again, I've only put 1 into lock picking. I believe that should be okay. Off by 4. Now, if you've gone through and you've seen the other videos, you will have seen that you can get a Thieves Tool plus 10 in the previous area. And again, since I'm doing this at level 6, I'm giving myself every advantage that I can get here naturally, without having to bring in another character, without having to go through and drop myself some sort of piece of loot, Uber loot or anything like that. Right, so here we are, and we're going to just hope for the best. Okay, we're gonna run away for a second. We're gonna see if we can hit him through those guys. Perfect, we can. He just unfortunately does not really feel like, you know, letting us do any substantial damage to him. Okay, that was fun. Let's not say we did heal. Alright, and we're gonna go to put on an elemental shield. I don't think this is going to work out well. Oh, 1. I damaged him for 1. I don't believe that he is regenerating. He is not. Okay, that is good. Tell you what, I bet there's a super cheeky way that I can actually get this done. I'm gonna avoid doing that because it's not a very good way of doing it, although it is probably effective. You know what, I may just be able to pull this off. And really it's just because I'm a monk and 90% of the arrows here are getting deflected. Again, because I'm a monk. Oh, come on, come on. Oh! Okay. Alright, so it looks like I probably can get it done. And I'll wind up using that foul tasting potion of Invis that I grabbed. Ah, there it is. And that's okay. And again, like I said in a previous video, I'm trying to go through and I'm trying to show you guys everything that I am doing. Not because I believe that you need to see it, but because I know that when I'm in a position where it's like, okay, you know, how did that guy go from A to B? He cut and he just magically had these items, or he magically had this thing set up. Where did he get it? How did he set it up? Why did he set it up? That's never explained, and I hate it. Absolutely hate when that happens to me. Or at least when I'm going through and I'm, you know, watching a YouTube video that's a how-to, that's a let me show you how, and explanation. There's a tutorial. That's the word I'm looking for. I hate it when you go through and you see that and you're like, this is supposed to help me, but for some reason I can't quite put my finger on it, but this is not helpful. And 9 times out of 10 it's because I've skipped some sort of step that they just assume that you already knew. And again, the one thing that I have used here that I was not shown before was just that in retrospect, I should have been a little bit further away. Heal. Why did that do nothing? Oh, everybody's out of arrows. Everyone's in on the party. Wonderful. And this is the part where Marvel's armor actually comes in super handy. Right, there's something I was gonna do, I'm trying to remember what it was. Let's heal. Healing is good, let's do that. And then keep fighting. Love it when my brain does not want to compute. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to throw on one of these because I was worried about getting absolutely wrecked. But for the moment it appears to be okay. Ooh, get the heal off. Nice. Now, early game, Gathal is actually one of the places that once you're able to take on these lads fairly easily, it's a really nice place to come for money because no one loots it. So typically you'll get your loot plus several dozen others. And I'm going to do this just for simplicity's sake, so these all stack in the same area. I'm going to go and put those up here because I know I'm going to get a bunch of them. So you can get a bunch of longswords plus 1. Plus, you know, your odd change, but the change doesn't really matter. Each one of the long swords plus 1 sells for about 1k. And the silver key is the one thing that you need. Sword of the Gladiator is what this one is. You can't see it yet because I'm not high enough level yet, but that is what you need. Alright, so you come here, come to the silver chest, and you don't get it. You don't talk to him. The way you get it is by going through and grabbing the sack of ancient dust. That is what gives you the quest. So this is one of the few. Let me think. I think this is one of 2 quests that you cannot do, that multiple people cannot do together. The ancient stone shard. Anyone who opens that chest gets credit for the quest. This one, because you have to grab the item in order to get credit for the quest, only one person at a time can do it. It's unfortunate, but that's what it is. And then you need to wait for Tar's Ray to go through and respawn before you can go through and get back in and get someone else the quest. But there you go. Are we lagging? I think we're lagging. That's not good. There we go. Okay, not going to question it. But there you go. There is level 6 going through and getting it, and I'm not using any special gear. I'm not using any gear that you can't get. At the very least, I've shown you how to get every piece of gear that I have. I've done nothing special, including even going through and doing something as simple and mundane as getting the 2nd greater ring of regen. It's not huge, wasn't hard. You could have figured it out on your own, but I feel like I owe it to you guys to not just go through and be like, oh yeah, and then go get this thing, and it's no big deal, just get it and you're fine. But to actually go through and be like, okay, here we go, we get it together, and here you go. But yeah, there you go. I keep saying it a lot because again, it's very late and I'm just kind of rambling. But until next time, go through. I'll see you lads later, and we now have 11 out of the 12 dark secrets. The last one takes a bit of doing, and there's no way I can do it at this level. Can I? We'll see. See you later.